Welcome back, community.
Hey, how you doing?
We are One Two
Comic Talk.
We are One Two Comic Talk. Want to let the community know that we're going to be at LA ComicCon.
We're gonna be everywhere this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Well, right now we're gonna go take off. We're gonna go to Jeffrey's Comics. Then we're gonna go down to Comic Bug. Then we're gonna go over to Game Hub.
Which is technically still a part of Comic Bug. Anyway, I'm gonna be at LA ComicCon the entire weekend. This is next weekend.
Which is Friday through Sunday. That is the 4th.
The 11th to the 13th.
Yeah, what he said.
Don't listen to him.
I'm tired.
Courtesy of Mark for giving this guy his badge.
Hey, thank you very much.
Because Mark is exhibiting. Check out their panels. Paola's going to be doing some Latina and comic panels.
Vicious Mockery.
He's also going to be... Mark is doing Vicious Mockery. Paola's doing Latinas represented in comics. That's her panel, among some other stuff.
Please check them out. Go online. End up looking at the panels, so you end up seeing the times that they'll end up doing their...
Definitely go see them. I know them personally, and the panel's probably going to be really well.
Vicious Mockery just celebrated their 100th episode, so congratulations to them.
Nice. I thought that might have been a while ago. I don't know.
I think it was a little over a week ago. That's pretty recent.
Oh, okay.
So again, congratulations to you guys. Hey, thank you for the ticket. Thank you.
You will be there.
I will be there. I will be there all day Saturday, and I will be there at least half day Sunday, depending on how early I can get off work. That also being said, making that statement.
If you see us out at the con, make sure you call us 12comictalk so we give you a shirt. No shirt, you get ice cream. No money, you get a shout out.
Yeah, the thing is when you see us at any event, go ahead and when you recognize us, just say, hey, 12comictalk. We'll throw a shirt at you, all right? If we exhaust our resources on that, it's ice cream. If we exhaust our resources of the budget of ice cream, then we'll give you a shout out in the next episode that we do.
And everyone will know what happened.
We ran out of money.
And ran out of shirts. We made some new shirts.
Speaking of which, yeah, check these things out. Look.
We made some new shirts with the help of our friend Tom. Or my friend Tom. Been with him for 4 years now.
Yeah, we've been hanging out and talking to him for years. So, hey, thank you again, Tom. Appreciate it. With all the cool new designs.
This is his favorite one. Is the
I love that. We're trying to just follow just even on basic. So there's the basic little logo.
We have a basic black and a basic orange. Anyway,
and then we have 3 fading in and out colors, transitional colors.
Alright, besides just like the other stuff, let's get on with the show.
Yeah.
We have Danny Cates, writer, surfer of black, right? And what is he doing?
What had happened is, right now what's going on is New York Comic Con. That's what I was talking about with the 4th. New York Comic Con is happening from the 4th through the 6th. Yeah. 4th through the 6th. And Marvel just made an announcement that he's taking over the helm for writing for Thor. That's going to start at the beginning of the year. I want to say late January, early February. The launch will be made where he's taking over the helm. I believe all this ties into this whole symbiote thing. Like I said before, my belief is that what's going to end up happening is now Thor, you're going to see him wield this symbiote sword. The sword will go back to its master. Its master is creator is Null. My belief is Null is going to be the new type of Thanos, and the sword will be the new whole gauntlet thing, and we're going to see this years to come of some kill writing. Like I said before, if Donny Cates don't go nuts, we can expect some cool stories.
Yeah, New York Comic Con, like he said, is this weekend, and I'm sad that I couldn't go because I couldn't grab the Butt Stallion Borderlands exclusive Funko, exclusive to the New York Comic Con. Make sure you drop by that IDW booth and say hi. And
even over at Image Comics, Todd McFarlane is celebrating his 301st issue of Spawn. So he's going to be given his world record today, I believe. He's actually going to be receiving it, I believe, in New York. So congratulations to Todd McFarlane. Wow, it was a lot of years since I saw you over at Golden Apple when this thing launched. So congratulations to you. This is monumental. So go visit them over at Image, like Kai said, over at IDW. I know that Drew, David, Chris, they're all over there doing the whole Kanto thing as far as the Kanto 5 release and exclusives that are happening over there at New York Comic-Con. So please go by, say hi over there to IDW. And yeah, there's a lot going on over in New York, you lucky devils, you.
Yeah. Also check out the Comic Bug, the Sketchy Bug booth over at the New York Comic Con. Are they there?
No, actually Sketchy Bug's gonna be hanging out over at the LA Comic Con.
I thought you said they were gonna be at New York.
No. That, I do know that there are individuals from the Sketchy Bugs. I want to say David Pepos is there. Go visit him. Digging his story. Going to the chapel. He is there. He is part of the Sketchy group. There are a few individuals representing us, yes. I'm not certain if they have a booth, but if you see David Pepos, if you see, what's his name is over there too, now I think about it.
Who?
He just got married. I'm sorry.
Anyway, while he's trying to think.
Grabbing memory. Old age! Keep going.
Zombieland 2 is going to be shown at the LA Comic Con.
Digging this.
Going to be premiered.
Yeah,
I know you're looking forward to that.
I've been dying for this movie.
I'm looking forward to it too. I'm still making progress in Monster Hunter World Iceborne to talk a little bit about games.
Do so. And I'll try to get my memory back.
Yeah, I'm in the end game of it now, but there's still so much more content. Like you never really. It's one of those games that never really stops. You always keep playing because there's always more stuff to get, and they always keep adding more stuff. Congratulations to, I forgot his name, but congratulations to the creator of the Black Eagle. It just got approved to be the next community-made weapon in Monster Hunter World.
Oh, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
That was that voted on weapon, right?
Right, and everybody's upset because
the controversy surrounding
it used Japan votes instead of the U.S. votes.
Only?
And so it had 17,000 likes in the U.S. and in the U.S. it only had like 2,000 likes, but in Japan maybe it had more. The point is, it was controversial because everybody wanted the punch lance, which is basically it was a reskin of the gun lance. One arm was gonna be like basically it's gauntlets. If any of you have played League of Legends, it's like Vi's gauntlets. Basically, one arm was flatted and had spikes on the end of the fist to make it more of like a shield. And then the other side, which would hold the lance, had holes in the fists, in the back and in the front, to represent where the gun lance would actually shoot its shrapnel out. That got 17,000 likes in the US, but it didn't win because it only took into account the Japan votes. Everybody who was at New York Comic Con again got to fight Rajang a week before its release at the Monster Hunter World booth.
That's another reason why you were trying to get there.
I'm mad. And yeah, I've almost turned into just Monster Hunter World at this point. Anyway, final thing for Monster Hunter World before I quit talking about it for today.
Yeah.
There is a Resident Evil event coming this month with Leon and Claire from Resident Evil 2, the latest one, that are going to be coming into the game. You're going to be able to get their outfits with the, like I said, they're going to have the appearances of the Resident Evil 2. And that's all for me, for games. Now, let's do some shout outs.
Alright. I'm trying to get some memory. So, basically, like I said, we're going to go take off actually from here. We're going to go over to Jeffrey Comics. So, hey, shout out to over to Jeffrey Comics.
I'm going to go to Comic Bug and I'm going to stay all 24 hours at the gaming event.
They have an ambitious attempt of pumping out a 24-page, this is over at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, 24-page comic in 24 hours. Starting from today at noon, I believe,
that's
until tomorrow.
That's a page per hour. That's nuts.
I mean, I can't even imagine it. I want to get over there and check this out. Over at the next door Gaming Hub, to relieve some stress and pain, they're also lining up a 24-hour gaming event.
And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna bring my PS4 on my monitor, and I'm gonna bring all my charging
stuff. If you see us there, 1-2-comic-talk, we'll throw a shirt at you. You can use it as a pillow.
You can use it as a pillowcase.
Exactly. Like we said, we're gonna go over to both places at both events. There's even actually
an event
over at Torrance.
They really could use it as a pillowcase. We have XL sizes now, right?
Which means double XL.
Double XL. We can fit the chunkiest of boys.
Talk about some comics?
Sure.
There's definitely some good comics that have both released last week and this week. I've been digging everything that's been coming out. I've been reading a whole lot. What did you get to read? You got to read the Contagion, right?
And
Kanto.
And yeah.
What do you think about Contagion?
Interesting. Like some freak accident gone wrong, and we don't know what. Looks kind of interesting.
I personally think it's okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't solely like floored or taken back. I think I'm hoping it develops. I'm liking a couple of the characters and it's in it. The art, it's okay. Everything to me is okay. Like I said, I'm in it for the whole run, regardless of how it ends up transpiring. Just because I'm a full set kind of guy, and also I like to binge read things, so I'll end up running through it. And it's an okay story. It starts out, it's all right. I mean, there's nothing flooring me. As opposed to the Spider-Verse, it came in with the first 8 pages and you just holding on to the handlebars and you're on a journey. To me, this is an attempt to make Miles Morales jump back into the Spider-Verse and use supporting characters to make it more interesting. I don't think his regular ongoing series is doing as well as everyone hoped. So I think the interest of trying to get it back into the whole Spider-Verse thing.
Yeah, because unfortunately, even though Spider-Verse was loved, it was the least sold Spider-Man movie ever.
Yeah, but at the same point, people did like some of the, how should I say, the interesting twists on how it was presented and how it was done. Yes, it didn't marketed-wise do that well, but at the same point, there's people like me, I loved it. So
I liked it.
So I think that's what the whole idea behind the Spider-Verse comic book is.
Kanto was really good. We got the latest issue of that.
That killed me.
That I liked it. The ending.
It's not that I didn't like it. It ripped my heart out at the end.
Well, that's what makes a good story.
That's what makes it a great story. Yes, David, you're David Boyer, the writing. You're doing a stupendous job. I'm saddened that this is the 5 of 6. We only have one more issue to go, and it's killing you. I don't know how this is going to twist because of what's happened at this point. We've got, like I said, this is 5 of 6. So if you haven't read it so far, I'm going to ruin it for you. Those of you who read it, you're probably caught up at this point. It's a story about a kid or a knight. There's a lot of parallel twists and turns.
I think it was. I thought the entire time it was relating the Kanto to the actual knight, but it turns out the knight lived the same journey as Kanto exactly. He went to the end, he effed up, and then he effed up twice.
That's what I mean. There's these parallel stories that are going on in a single storyline.
They're the same.
And what's happening is basically there's a selfless individual that's trying to save someone beyond obviously himself. A love first, then he's finding his love is greater than just an individual. It's for his people. Then he's finding it's greater than his people. It's for basically everyone. And when he gets to nearing the end of his journey, he has a lot of self-doubt, and it's crushing. And this is a great story.
Anyway, moving on because we got more to talk about.
Did I just bring this down? I didn't mean to do so. It's great.
Exactly.
Please read this.
Read it anyway.
Okay, as far as the Absolute Carnage, the Immortal Hulk, I'm hearing a lot of different perspectives and views of this thing. Did you get to read this thing?
No.
I wanted you to read it. So I ended up having you read the symbiote.
I had read that like a month ago.
Right. So. As far as this, it actually ties into the Immortal Hulk storyline and what's been going on in the past 6 issues, even with Immortal Hulk, and it's all taking place basically in Banner's head. Venom is inducing all this thought process in this storyline. So I'm not going to give any more, but that's what's happening. And I'm hearing a lot of controversy on what people think. I personally like it. Moving on, we passed Contagion over to Captain Marvel. What was released over at New York Comic Con the information, basically Marvel dropped that Star is going to end up having her own storyline. Star made her first appearance in here, Captain Marvel #8. She's going to start in the beginning of the year. Look forward to that. It should be interesting. There's a lot of hype on this one. And forget the hype. I'm kind of looking forward to the storyline because of how all this worked out. No one expected this. Came out, everyone sideways. I think it's kind of cool. And it's about time that a nice storyline comes from underneath the radar without people actually sitting there and hyping things out beyond its expectations. I have that Hill in the House. So there's a big thing about everyone finally jumping on the bandwagon, which I've always liked. Stories with suspense. That whole thing, that Hill House, is written by Hill. And it just jumps on a bunch of little tales of basically suspense and horror. That's kind of where we're at with the comics right now, only for the sake that we want to get over these other places. So from us, me, Kevin, this Kai, and we are...
No, we still have one more thing to talk about.
What do you want to do?
Anime. Hey man, I haven't talked about anime in forever, and I quickly wanted to throw out, I'm currently watching The Promised Neverland, and it's basically a show about kids trying to escape from this, it's like human trafficking. Basically they're being grown there and then they're like I don't know if they're killed, but they're basically sent to other people, and it's like everybody in the world is monsters and they're being shipped out for the monsters, and then they get eaten by the monsters. It's basically a human farm with humans as the mothers.
This is
it's
gnarly.
Crazy. But that's it.
Alright, well,
I just quickly wanted to throw out what I'm watching, and I'll give you updates.
That's our job here. Throwing it out to the community.
Alright, and this has been 1-2
Comic Talk. Take care.